Breaking news. Curt Cignetti signs a contract extension with Indiana, making him one of the highest paid football coaches in the country. He's not going anywhere. Locked on Big Ten starts right now.
You are Locked On Big Ten, your daily podcast on the Big Ten Conference. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Welcome to Locked On Big Ten. I'm Craig Sheeman, 40 years as a sports talk show host and play-by-play announcer, and I want to thank you for making us your first listen each and every day. We're free and available wherever you get your podcasts and on YouTube. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. Hey, while you're here, hit that free subscribe button down below. That way you'll never miss a single episode, and we'll be in the Big Ten Club together. Also share, follow, and like, and you can hype YouTube videos now as well. So the Cignetti extension, plus what this means for schools like Penn State, who may have wanted to poach him. Plus, we'll take a quick peek at what we're going to do when we go live this weekend. We'll get to all that in due time. But first, the breaking news on Friday. Indiana signed head football coach Curt Cignetti to an 8-year extension that runs through November of 2033 and sets his average annual salary to $11.6 million, totaling almost $93 million for the length of the deal. It's all guaranteed should he ever be fired without cause. And his buyout jumped from $10 million to $15 million. In the deal, Cignetti gets an annual raise of $3.6 million a year from his previous contract, which was redone early last year, his first year with the program, when they saw that they had something special there, and they bumped him last year to an 8-year, $64 million deal. So it is even significantly bigger than that. But again, even then and now, Indiana realizes it found lightning in a bottle, found something extra special here. This deal makes Cignetti the third highest paid coach in the entire country. Only Kirby Smart and Ryan Day have higher annual salaries, and they've won national championships. Cignetti's salary even edges out Lincoln Riley's massive deal at USC. This deal comes on the heels of the Hoosiers' success on the football field, where Cignetti took over a program last year that has lost more games in its 127 years of existence than any other program in the country. They have over 700 losses historically. But he went 11-1 last year, made it to the college football playoffs, and they followed that up with a 6-0 start this year after last week's eye-opening road win at Oregon. This week, the Associated Press ranked the Hoosiers as the number 3 team in the country. It's behind Ohio State and Miami. It's the highest ranking in school history. And with Cignetti's success, his name has been ground zero the past couple of weeks as an interesting poaching candidate for other schools with high-profile college football coaching job openings right now because they fired their coaches. Penn State, James Franklin, that's ground zero. They were sniffing around. They were telling people they were interested in Cignetti. He was at the top of their list. UCLA has fired their coach. Perhaps schools like Florida and Auburn are going to be firing their coach, and they're going to want a high-profile guy that can turn a program around. Now these schools will have to look elsewhere because Curt Cignetti isn't going anywhere. You know, why say to him, hey, Curt, go over to this school where you can win a championship? He's this close at Indiana right now. Why would he want to go anywhere else? Athletic director Scott Dolson and school president Pamela Whitten, they are completely committed to this football program. In fact, think about this for a minute. Listen to me. In 18 months, the trio of Cignetti, Whitten, and Dolson, they've turned a blue blood basketball school into a football powerhouse. Dolson said, we didn't come this far just to come this far. They want to win it all. They're all in. Cignetti knows what he's doing at Indiana. Again, no need for him to try and do this somewhere else. He's doing it right here where nobody thought it could be done. He said he couldn't be more proud to be a Hoosier. He says he plans on retiring a Hoosier. The man's already in his 60s. You got a big 8-year deal like this. If things continue to work out, this could be the last place he ever works again, and he'll be happy about it. And Indiana fans will be happy about it. Overall, in a year and a half, he's gone 17-2 and 11-1 in the Big Ten since taking over the program. Remarkable. Again, for a program that has lost 700 games in its history, and they never sniff the top of the Big Ten. There are some detractors out there, at least one I can think of. SEC lover and Big Ten hater Paul Feinbaum. Oh, he's wrinkling his brow at this deal. We argue against his opinions almost weekly on this podcast, so take it with a grain of salt. But he says this is a bad deal for Indiana. He says Cignetti has like one big win. It was last week's win against Oregon. All of a sudden, he's getting his third deal, his original deal, the deal they redid last year, and this deal, which is now redone. He says they're mortgaging their future the way Texas A&M did with Jimbo Fisher, whom they bought out and got rid of, and the way Michigan State did with Mel Tucker, who they're still litigating that contract a few years later. But I will tell you this. As an Indiana alum, and those of you who watch me every day here on Locked On Big Ten, I cover all things Big Ten. I root for all the Big Ten schools. We cover all the Big Ten schools. But you know I'm an Indiana alum. And on behalf of all the other Indiana alum, Paul Feinbaum can pound sand. At Indiana, we're a football school now, baby. Get used to it. Get used to it. We're not going anywhere. All right. If you're new to this podcast, first of all, welcome aboard. Appreciate it. We're here every day. We do all things Big Ten, all 18 teams. We cover them all. We have the latest news. We do analysis of that news, and we are not afraid to give our opinion of that news. We do that every single day here. So hit that free subscribe button so you can be part of it each and every day. And if you're a Big Ten fan, and you probably are if you're listening or watching here today, tell other people. I know if you're a Big Ten fan, you know other Big Ten people that you grew up with, that were your roommates, they're in your family. Let them know we're out here every single day. In fact, hit that little share arrow and share this podcast with them so they could jump on and have some fun too. Also, we have an audio version of this on Apple and Spotify if you prefer just that. Of course, the video on YouTube as well. But get locked in so you never miss a single episode. And we also have a website at Talk Big Ten. That's with the number 10, talkbig10.com. We put all of our podcasts there. We archive them. We'll group them by your favorite school, so it's easy to find. And you go back and check out all the other podcasts we did this week for a second listen if you want to catch up, getting you ready for this upcoming weekend. All right. Also, we have links there for your Big Ten merchandise. You want to get a shirt or a pennant or a hat from your favorite school with the logo on it? We got it there. Christmas is barely 2 months away. Shop there. TalkBig10.com. All right. I'm going to tell you what we're going to do on the weekend. We do something a little different here on the weekends. If you're new, I'll share that with you. All that is coming up here as we continue in just a minute on Locked On Big Ten. I want to tell you about DoorDash. Very exciting. You know, the weekend, we're at the doorstep of the weekend here, and it's time to look back and crown this week's MVP on Who Delivered, powered by DoorDash. Just like you can win every Saturday with DoorDash Streaks, saving more every time you order. These players delivered when it mattered most, so let's break it down. I got a handful of them we've been talking about all week. Jamal Williams Jr. for his 538-yard performance last weekend for Washington. We've got King Miller, the walk-on at USC. The freshman running back was phenomenal. Just like those players deliver as well, DoorDash delivers as well. In fact, with DoorDash Streaks, you could save every Saturday that you order. Start stacking up your streaks every Saturday with DoorDash and save up to $250, including $100 in DoorDash credits. Order this Saturday and keep that streak alive. Fuel your game day only with DoorDash. Terms apply. Promo period through November 18th. You do construction, you work on projects, Supply House is for you. You know, when the opening whistle blows on any new repair, you got to get your crew moving forward with Supply House. If you don't have supplies, now you're wasting money. Order today. See the parts at your doorstep tomorrow with over 280,000 plumbing, HVAC, and electrical items from the most trusted brands in the business. Their real-time inventory and honest lead times keep you from punting projects and wasting money, while their industry-leading customer service always has your blind side. Absolutely. Supply House has next-day delivery. I mean, you talk about a game changer here to keep you going. Join their free Trade Master program today, too. They have that. And score serious perks like priority shipping, lower prices, and a dedicated support line. Visit supplyhouse.com to sign up for free and use the promo code SHCollege5, number 5, for 5% off your first order. That's supplyhouse.com. Real people, real service at Supply House. Rougiette. Maybe you've heard of Viagra or Cialis. Maybe you've even tried them, but maybe you're looking for something beyond the usual pill. It's time to meet Rougiette Go Long. That's right. You can do this. The effects last up to 36 hours. Confidence all day, all night, into the next day. The process is simple. You connect with a board-certified doctor, 100% online, and if prescribed, your treatment ships discreetly right to your door. If prescribed, your treatment ships discreetly and nobody else knows about it. And you're right there and you're good to go moving forward. So, ready to level up your confidence in the bedroom? Head to Rougiette, that's RUGIET.com, and use the promo code Locked On College for 15% off your first order. That's RUGIET.com, promo code Locked On College, and make sure to use our code so that they know that we sent you with Rougiette. Thanks for checking us out here at Locked On Big Ten. We always appreciate you, everydayers especially. Thank you so much. If you're not an everydayer, try watching and listening some more. We're here every single day. And on the weekends, we highlight what we think is the biggest game of the weekend. And then we go live after that one. As soon as it's done, as soon as the coach does the winning interview on the field, we go live on Saturdays, sometimes in the afternoon, sometimes at night. And this weekend, the biggest game on the schedule is clearly the USC at Notre Dame game. So as soon as that game is over, we're going to go live right here, YouTube. Check us out. I get your real-time comments and real-time reaction. You get my raw, unfiltered reaction to a game. Plus, we recap all the other Big Ten games, every single one of them, every Saturday. It's a big party, big get-together, and we invite you to join us right after the USC Notre Dame game. Put it on your calendar. We hope to see you there. There's many ways for you to interact with us as well at Twitter or X at TalkBig10, number 10. We have our website, talkbig10, 10.com, talkbig10.com. So be sure to check that out for previous podcasts and school merchandise. And hit that subscribe button before you go. That way you'll never miss a single episode. Also want to tell you, college football fans, that Locked On and Fire TV present the College Football Kickoff, your ultimate college football weekly preview. Drake Toll of Locked On Big 12 leads the conversation, along with two-time AP Coach of the Year Gary Patterson and former college star Jesse Holley, and Locked On's local experts previewing and talking about all the games coming up over the weekend. The college football preview that only Locked On can do. You can catch the College Football Kickoff every Thursday throughout the season, only on Fire TV. That'll do it for our special breaking news edition of Locked On Big Ten. We'll have our regularly scheduled episode on Friday with our previews of every single game, every single team, and our pigskin picks, where we go on the record at the end, tell you which way to go, point spreads and game totals. We love that. And then we're live on Saturday night, probably about 11 o'clock Eastern, 8 o'clock Pacific, right after that USC Notre Dame game. Hope to see you there as well. For Locked On Big Ten, I'm Craig Sheeman. Thanks for checking us out. We'll see you next time.